Hello students, this is your economics teacher INR. I hope you are well and utilizing the time wisely.
In the previous class, you learned about the nature of economic laws, economics and its subdivision, economics and its types, and the basic economic problems. Today, you are going to learn about production possibility curve. Students, please watch this video very carefully till the end. I am going to ask you a few questions from previous class. Question number 1. What are the divisions of economics? Question number 2. List the types of economics. Question number 3. What are the basic issues of any society? Okay, answer for the question. Question number 1. What are the divisions of economics? There are 5 divisions of economics. First, consumption. Second, production. Third, exchange. Fourth, distribution. And fifth, public finance. Question number 2. List the types of economics. There are some important types of economics. There are microeconomics, macroeconomics, international economics, public economics, developmental economics, health economics, environmental economics. Question number 3. What are the basic issues of any society? There are 3 important basic issues or problem of society. One is what and how much to produce. 2. How to produce. And third, for whom to produce. Fine. Let us enter into the topics production possibility curve. Students, take the page number 17. First, we will discuss production possibilities. Another important questions about the basic economic problem is how do we make choice in an economy? At the individual level, you must choose among alternatives like whether to watch cricket highlights in TV or study for another extra hour. Whether to buy a textbook rupees 50 or spend the money for a movie. Whether to help your mother in shopping or play hockey during that time. It is important to note that choices are made due to scarcity. If there is no scarcity, there would be no need to choose. Similarly, as a choice must be made from alternatives, it involves a comparison of cost and benefits. The problem of choice between relatively scarce commodities due to limited productive resources with the society can be illustrated with the help of a geometric device is known as production possibility curve. Production possibility curve shows the menu of choice along with the society can choose to substitute one good for another, assuming a given state of technology and a given total resources. Like the individuals, a society as a whole has limited resources. It has to decide what to produce with the limited resources. It has to make choice about the quantity of different commodities. Choice emanates from scarcity. Thus, our choice is always constrained or limited by scarcity of our resources. Suppose we have enough resources, we can produce all that we want. The explanations and the analysis of production possibility curve is based upon certain assumptions. Some of them are following. First, the time period does not change. It remains the same throughout the curve. Second, techniques of production are fixed. Third, there is full employment in the economy. Fourth, only 2 goods can be produced from the given resources. Fifth, resources of production are fully mobile. Sixth, the factors of production are given in quantity and quality. Seventh, the law of diminishing returns operates in production. Every production possibility curve is based upon these assumptions. If some of these assumption changes are neglected, then it affects the nature of production possibility curve. On this curve, we make the help of a production possibility schedule as shown below. Let us consider as an economy with only so many people, so many industries, so much of electricity and natural resources in deciding what shall be produced and how these resources are to be allocated among thousands of different possible commodities. How many industries are to be produced still? How much electricity to produce for agriculture? How much for industries? Whether to provide free electricity to farmer or not. These problems are complicated. Therefore, to simplify, let us assume there are only two goods to be produced, that is food and car. Students, see the table, production possibility schedule. This schedule suggests that if all resources are thrown into the production of food, a maximum of 500 tons of food can be produced. Given the existing technology, on the other hand, all resources are instead used for producing cars. 25 cars can be produced. In between these two extreme possibilities exist. If we are willing to give up some food, we can have some cars. In figure 1.2 shows the various production possibilities between two goods, food and cars. P1, P6 is the production possibility curve that shows alternative possibilities of producing food and car. The movement from P1 to P6 explains how the allocations of resources when diverted to more productions of good like food will mean a reduction in the resources available for the productions of car. Students, see the diagram. We can obtain a production possibility curve by drawing production possibilities schedule graphically. The quantity of food is shown on x-axis. The number of cars is shown on the y-axis. The different 6 production possibilities are being shown as point P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6. Thus, we see that if we are willing to have more of food, we should be willing to sacrifice more of cars. For instance, to reach possibility third and second, the economy produces 100 units of food by sacrificing 3 units of apples. A full employment economy must always in producing one good be giving up something of another. This assumes of course that at least some resources can be transferred from one good to another. Such choice of one particular alternative involves opportunity cost of foregoing the other. Hence, the decision of the society will be based on the comparison of cost and benefits of each alternative. In doing so, both the monetary and the social cost and benefits should be the base of any choice. Thus, the one that gives the maximum benefit at minimum cost to the whole society should be the best choice. We can picture the production possibility schedule by drawing a smooth curve, figure 1.2. Thus, a list of all the possible combinations of food and cars make up production possibilities. The production possibility curve is also known as transformation curve or production possibility frontier. This curve shows the rate of transformation of one product into the other when the economy moves from one possibility point to the other. Food production. If you assume that innumerable production possibilities exist between any two production possibilities schedule, we get the production possibility curve P1 to P6. This shows the locus of points of the different possibilities of production of two commodities which a firm or an economy can produce. With the help of a given resources and the techniques of production, points outside the production possibilities, example point B, are unattainable as society's resources of production are not sufficient to give output beyond the curve. Points lying inside the curve like P7 are attainable by the society, but at these points resources production are not fully employed. For example, if the society is producing at point P4, then it can increase the productions of food keeping the number of cars constant, and it can increase the productions of cars, keeping the food grains output constant, or it can increase the output of both the goods simultaneously. Shift of production possibility curve. The PPC means production possibility curve shift upward or downward due to first, the change in the supply of productive resources, and second, the change in the state of technology. The production capacity of an economy grows over time through increase in resource supplies and improvement of technology. This enables production possibility curve to shift upward from AE to A1, E1 as shown in figure below. This outward shift of the PPC is the basic features of economic growth. Use of production possibility curve. Through the device of production possibility curve can be used for many analytical purposes. We shall discuss below some of its popular uses. First, the problem of choice. The problem of choice arises because of the given limited resources and unlimited wants may relate to the allocations of resources between the goods for the higher income groups and the lower income groups and the goods for the defense and the civilians. Since production possibility curve is the locus of the combination of the goods, the problem of choice will not arise when we choose any point on production possibility curve. Second, the notions of scarcity. We can explain the notions of scarcity with the help of production possibility curve. We know that every society possesses only a specific amount of resources which can produce only limited amount of output even with the help of best technology. Economic scarcity of best fact of life. The production possibility curve reflects the constraints imposed by the elements of economic scarcity. Third, solutions of central problems. The central problem of an economy can be explained with the help of production possibility curve. The solutions of problem of what to produce involves the decisions regarding the choice of locations on the production possibility curves. A production combination represented by any point inside the production possibility curve indicates that the economy is using inefficient methods of production and inefficient combinations of resources. Students, we will discuss in this lesson first introductions of the topics, second economics and its nature, definition of economics, then subject matter of economics, then basic concept in economics, utility meaning and its types, then method of economics like deductive method and inductive method, nature of economic laws, economics its subdivisions, economics its types, basic economic problem and production possibility curve. That's all for today. We will continue in the next class. Finish the assignment by clicking the link below.